Daughters of jealous moms, what was the furthest she's gone to eliminate you as competition? The babysitter my mom hired essayed me every day until my mom stopped it. I didn't have a dad growing up, but my mom was enough for me. She had a good job and always gave me what was best for me. Every Christmas was filled with hours of gift opening, followed by a dinner that left me so full I almost threw up. We used to be best friends. I couldn't have imagined a life without her. Then, puberty came. I was definitely an early bloomer. I went from being a cute round kid with all of my front teeth missing to a busty woman, with a pretty smile and no end of DMs from guys asking me out. This happened almost overnight, and I could tell my mom was getting pretty weary of me dating boys. She set a curfew and checked my phone almost every day. This was only the beginning. Back then I had nothing to hide. I didn't even think there would be anyone I would have feelings for. I just wanted to hang out and spend time with my mama and her friends. But her rules didn't end there. As I grew older, my mama, who I had considered to be my best friend, started to act more and more like some prison officer. We stopped having daily catch-ups, girls' nights, spa days. Everything was gone. Honestly, it left me super confused and I had never felt more lonely in my entire life. It was the first time I wished I had a dad in my life. I hope that it was just because she was stressed with work. By now, I wasn't allowed to leave the house without her unless it was to go to school. No bright or bold clothing, no nail varnish or makeup, and even no laughing too loudly inside the house. My mom has autism, so I assumed it was a sensory issue and followed without questioning. I just wanted us to be close again and to never break her trust. Plus, it's not like I was really sacrificing anything. I was still an attractive girl and didn't struggle with making friends or having guys like me. So none of this really affected that. I just wasn't allowed to hang out with my friends outside of lunchtimes, and my mom still wasn't giving me the attention I wanted. So loneliness really started to take its toll on me. A lot of my nights ended up being sleepless. It felt like there was no one to talk to. My mom was basically ignoring me, and whenever I tried to ask what happened, she would act super confused and tell me I'm being ungrateful. That everything's still the same. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed an escape. At first, I tried softer distractions. Movies, napping, video games, YouTube. None of them were hitting the spot. One day, my friend at school brought in cigarettes that she had stolen from her dad for all of us to try. It was love at first sight. From there, my life went downhill. My friends all didn't like it, but I kept going. I would stuff my mouth with pure garbage, and stopped caring about my diet. I let my hair get greasy and watched myself gain about 5 pounds every week. Looking back, I know it was dumb, but SM King and overeating were the only things that made me feel safe again. I knew it was getting bad when my DMs got drier than an Ice Spice song. One night during another KFC bucket challenge, my mom came into my room. She said she's sorry we got distant from each other and that during puberty I was unpredictable and emotional. But now I'm settled down and she was happy to be best friends again. After long nights filled with self-hatred, this was the news I had craved all along. She said she knew about the SM King and she didn't mind as long as it wasn't inside the house. She now trusted me and I could do whatever I wanted. I opened my laptop and told her I needed new clothes since I was 3 sizes too big for my old ones. But there was nothing I could find that was dull in color. She said that rule was gone and it was the first thing we had done together in years. I felt whole again. Having everything I wanted, I continued to let myself go and my mom accepted me for it. Whenever I told her about my insecurity, she reassured me that no matter how yellow my teeth got, or how big boned I grew, she would love me no matter what. Eventually, no one wanted to be friends with me anymore. I had become a repellent for basically every boy. As the loneliness got worse, I picked up more bad habits. I started skipping hair showers, teeth brushing. I didn't even bother with makeup or nice clothes anymore. I knew it was bad when one day I went for a walk and a man 3 times my age catcalled me. I realized it was the only male attention I had gotten since me and my mom became best friends again. I went home and gathered enough strength to face myself in the mirror. Greasy hair, double chins, face wrinkles, dark eye bags, stained yellow teeth. I burst into tears. Why did God make me this way? I looked at old photos of myself. I saw the empty takeaway bags that filled my room, my toothbrush that hadn't been replaced in months. How did it get this far? How could I have let this happen? I tried to cut myself some slack by reminding myself that this all started from the loneliness when my mom wasn't talking to me, the pain that it had brought me. Then it clicked. She did this to me. When I was beautiful and happy, she tried to make my life hell. Then when I became hideous, she loved me again. I thought back to all of the cigarettes she bought me, all the times she treated me to a large quarter pounder with fries, a McFlurry and a Coke. She even went so far as to discourage me from showering as it would be a waste of water. I sat in disbelief. Surely this was just my brain playing tricks on me. In any case, I needed to take care of myself again. After hours of doing glow-up research on the internet, I came up with a 3-week plan. For my weight, I got a gym membership and planned on going 4 times a week alongside a strict diet. I bought shampoo and conditioner that was perfectly suited to my hair type to renourish it. The last thing left to figure out was my teeth. I needed something to fix the yellow stains and permanent bad breath from the cigarette and greasy food addiction. I couldn't afford a dentist, but I did research and found a study that hydroxyapatite and xylitol were key ingredients in whitening teeth. I scoured the internet for a toothpaste that would have both. I just wanted to be able to not feel like I was a worthless piece of crap whenever I left the house. I decided to go with a special toothpaste by ORL. Everything was on its way to improvement. I wanted nothing more than to look and feel like the best version of myself. That was before my mom started ignoring me again. Honestly, that made me even happier. It meant everything was working and I could be pretty again. 2 weeks in, I was already seeing improvements. I had lost 8 pounds, smelled fresh all the time, and was starting to see my beautiful smile again thanks to the ORL and the fitness plan. On a day where I felt particularly happy, my mom barged into my room. She tried to put the same rules on me as if I hadn't learned from before. I told her I love you mama, but no. Being beautiful doesn't mean I'm not your daughter anymore. This whole time when you were scheming I just wanted nothing more than for you to be my best friend. She immediately started crying and expressed how sorry she was. This time it was me who ignored her. At the end of the 3 weeks, guys were flooding my DMs once again and it was the most confidence I had felt since I turned 12. My mom and I started going to therapy and are working towards a healthier dynamic. Edit. For everyone asking, I bought ORL toothpaste.